Welcome back. I'm Ken Efseroff, and this is New to the Street. Joining me now is the CEO of Sydney, Australia-based ExoLover, Viktor Yubagunov. Thank you very much for joining us here on New to the Street.
Good day.
It's our pleasure. So, for people just looking in, talk to me about ExoLover, what it is, and how you guys got started.
It's in a short, simple words, it's the first ecosystem for sexual interaction on the blockchain.
Sexual interaction on the blockchain.
Yeah, it's not
So right away, for people just looking in, they're hearing the word sex and interaction, so they want to know what this is all about. So tell me how it works.
It's being designed for people for living in long distance, like long distance couple, friends, just to allow them to get sexual satisfaction while they're separated.
And how does it work using the blockchain?
Look, it's a wild blockchain, because the blockchain, which comes last day to our world, allow us to use this technology in a total anonymity. It's a low on total anonymity for everyone.
How did you come up with the name ExoLover? Where did that name derive from?
It's been inspired from the definition of exoskeleton.
So where are you guys right now in terms of production and products with ExoLover? What are you working on right now?
So since we completed the token generation event, so we are now in we got a good progress in development of our project. So the prototype of the platform being already developed. So we're now testing it, and anyway, so we're going forth and back in that process, because we need to allow for everything right now, because we need to build up very good and strong and solid infrastructure. So for not forced to go on back again when we just spread around.
And how does ExoLover make money?
Look, there is two different ways how we're doing that, because the project consists from the three components. It's a platform, mobile application, and the hardware. Hardware means it's sex toys, devices. Look, we are working in all three fields of our project. We are creating, on the hardware field, we're creating the new brain for all existing sex toys. We slightly change our approach to the market, our strategic, because we decided not to compete with everyone to come with our new advanced toys, because the market is already filled with
It's a multi-billion-dollar market now.
Yes, with any kind of toys, and the people love them. So it's what we've decided is to allow to implement our new brain in each toy suitable to do that. And
it's a new brand. It's a new brand.
New brain.
New brain.
Yeah, we called it new brain. It's actually we're going to change the PCB boards inside of the toys and allow them interact in our platform.
So when do you expect to have an MVP version of platforms and the toys with ExoLover?
To be very careful in that, we're looking somewhere maybe in the middle of November. So I would say middle of November, end of November, we'll bring it out and we'll introduce to the world our MVP. Yeah.
And again, who are ExoLover's primary customers? For me, it could be anybody, right?
Yeah, it could be anyone. So look, there is a very wide range of the customers we're looking for. It's I think it's young fellows and young girls who's deserve for their sex without any border, without any rules, and couples who is bored in their traditional, having traditional everyday sex, everyday routines, and also that's people who have some disability, of course. It's mental,
Absolutely.
Physical disability.
What's the reaction been from governments? Like, you guys are based in Sydney.
We didn't come across with the government yet.
Because again, people are people.
People are people.
And it's a worldwide product. It doesn't matter whether United States, Sydney, Japan, China, Middle East.
Yeah, it's going to be international projects anyway.
What are the primary advantages of your platform for your users? Why is it better for them?
Yes, as I have already mentioned, it's anonymity. So let me explain how it works. When the people create the account in the ExoLover system, they're using their ExoWallet address. It's just 42 digits and any signs. And as you know, there is nothing behind that, no any personal aspect. So we, because it's why we're doing that. The world's already heard some horrible stories about data leakage, especially in remotely working sex toys. So we decided not to collect everything in personal data, you know. So of course we're working on some things which allow us to enhance the project, but it doesn't matter who is there, who is behind, who is on other side.
Can you describe the exoskeleton concept and how it enhances the sensory experience?
It's nothing. It's nothing. It's just suit you can wear on, and you can housing in this suit. All that sex toys that can serve to reach the sexual advantage. You know, your sexual satisfaction. Yeah.
Still
Okay.
grasping at the idea of being with a
Look
robot.
at-
Although there are some
it's
people.
just, look, it's just piece of material. You just put it on. It's cover all important parts of your body. You can you can house all the sex devices in that suit. Let's say, let's name these devices. We call it Exovant for female. You know why? Exothrust for male.
Okay.
Exotator for female as well. It's served for some very, very delicate area on
But
the body.
how do you get
Exotouch? You
Oh, I
can
get
put
it.
it on.
I get
You know.
it.
So because look now, all the sex remote toys, it's working just one by one. You know, just let's say masturbator against a vibrator. You know.
No, I get it.
Even if you put it on other in a different side of the world. So, but our exoskeleton, when you wear it on, you can play with all kind of toys which is spread around of your body.
How do you get around the concept of it being a machine versus a real human being? How do you, I mean, you just have to tune that right out of your brain. You have to change the way you think.
Again, getting back to that question, so it's pretty simple with our project, but we're also looking to accommodate neural net on our platform when we're getting a lot of data there. So that's to make that neural net start to learning how to affect on a human's body to bring them to sexual satisfaction, for example. In this case, I personally called it the ideal sex robot. Instead of making sex robot that make walking through and make all that things so that we don't need for sex, actually.
No, I get it.
But for artificial intelligence, we need to just get them tools to affect on the human's body to make them satisfied.
How can someone see or experience a simple example of how the products work, and where can people go to see the whole range of options and the scenarios that ExoLover has available?
Look, there is a lot of scenarios, so I'm actually not too sure that we are allowed to tell loudly about this here in the studio, but anyway, so I'll try. So look, for example, when you use an ExoLover platform, because it's working with in conjunction with some video content and something else, everything's, look, for example, you just put on your exosuit on and make a connection to the
You
platform.
should have brought the suit with you. I have to see the suit.
Yes.
I have to see the suit.
Next time I'll bring it. So, yeah.
I don't want to use it. I just
bring
want to
it
look
for
at
them,
it.
yeah.
Let me just get that right on. I have no desire to use it, but I will certainly will look at it.
Yeah. Look. So what's anything happen on the screen? I'll say in the video, it will happen with you, with your body, in the secure environment of your bedroom.
It's like virtual reality.
Looks like, yeah. We also allow. There is one scenario we using there. One of the company. It's in Australia. They're gonna build ExoLover city inside our platform. It will be a virtual reality city in there. It's like option. It's just option, you know.
And what is your main challenge today?
The main challenge, look, we are working with the two economic system, which is with the real world economic system, with the fiat, and we're also working with the cryptocurrency. The main challenge is take all these two things, not to contradict each other, you know, because it's absolutely different things and works absolutely differently.
Understood. And if people want to learn more about ExoLover, where do they go?
We were on the middle of the way in our token generation event. We've decided to make people prepare for this project. We create another source. It's called ExoLover's Club, where everyone welcome to join. So we will tell about our project a lot in that source, and also make the people convince with the project. So tell them about scenarios and toys and how they use it. And also we're not gonna tell them how to do that. We expect to see how we can enhance all the products to serve them better.
It's all about human enhancement.
Yeah, yeah.
And so the URL, though, there's a website where people can visit.
Yeah, it's exolovers.club.
ExoLovers.club.
No, exolovers.
All right, Victor Yubugunov, the CEO of ExoLover, all the way from Sydney. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. It's my pleasure. My pleasure.
We got to come to Sydney and check you guys out. It's beautiful.
Oh, yes, yes. You're very welcome.
We'll be right back.